Hello, I'm Mana Yoshimoto. Let me start with a question. Do you like lizards? Many people would say, no, but I love lizards because they are very cool and cute. I want you to learn more about lizards, so I'd like to talk about hidden superpowers, unique traits of lizards. The aim of this talk is to share many interesting traits of lizards and to raise awareness about their current situation. Now I will introduce some interesting features of three kinds of lizards. The first lizard is called Timon lepidus. It has an interesting ability to change color, so I will introduce it. When it is a juvenile, it has brown scales, but as it grows, its skin develops into a complex adult pattern. Each scale becomes either green or black. This pattern forms at the scale level, not at the cellular level. The brown scales changes to green or black, and they keep flipping color throughout the lizard's life. Researchers say the skin's pattern is formed by something called a cellular automaton. These are simple computer models based on grids and rules. They are used in many areas of research, like computer science, math, physics, biology, and system modeling. The article explains that the scale colors changes depending on the colors of nearby scales. Computer simulations that use the discovered math rules created patterns that look just like those of real lizards. I was very surprised that the color change system works like a cellular automaton. Next, I want to ask you a question. Do you know what this drug is made from? The answer is the venom of a certain lizard. There are many venomous lizards in the world, and I'd like to introduce one of the most well-known, the Gila lizard. The title of this presentation is The Venomous Lizards Can Make New Drugs. Venomous research is a major field, especially because of the medical potential of venom proteins. These proteins can affect human cells. While high doses can be harmful or even deadly, small, controlled amounts can be used to treat certain diseases. Gila lizards produce a small venom protein called Xperin-4, which is used to treat diabetes and obesity. It competes with a drug called Victoza, produced by Novo Nordisk. In a study, researchers used a method called proteomics to describe Gila lizard venom proteins for the first time. This method helps scientists understand the types, amounts, and structures of proteins in cells and tissues. Proteins like Xperin-4 used to be purified directly from Gila lizard venom. According to the article, researchers have learned more about these venom proteins' work. Some newly discovered proteins may help create future drugs. This made me realize again how fascinating lizards are. The third lizard is called the tegu, which is a unique type of reptile. I'd like to talk about this lizard. Most reptiles cannot control their body temperature like mammals. Instead, they depend on their surroundings, such as sunlight and shade, to maintain a healthy body temperature. However, the tegu has taken a step toward being warm-blooded. It can raise its body temperature by up to 10 degrees Celsius above the environment. Why can the tegu do this? Because it can increase its metabolic rate during the breeding season, reduce heat loss, and keep warm by using nesting materials. So far, I have introduced many types of lizards. They are fascinating creatures, and some of them are even helpful to humans. However, according to new research published today, climate change could cause dozens of lizard species to go extinct within the next 50 years. I'd like to talk more about this issue. By studying how lizards' reproductive modes have evolved and predicting how climate change will affect them, scientists found that rising temperature in cold regions will greatly reduce the area where these species can live. If global warming continues at the same rate, viviparous lizards could disappear within a few decades. One researcher explained, lizards' reproduction is strongly linked to temperature, and viviparous species are usually found in cold environments. When reptiles first moved into colder areas, they had to develop new survival strategies to live in those tough conditions. However, this change mostly happens in one direction and cannot easily be reversed. Quick temperature changes would need quick adaptations to keep the species alive. The study found that nearly half the area where their lizards can live might vanish in the next 50 years, leading to many extinctions caused by climate change. Reading this article made me feel very sad, and I decided to take actions to help stop global warming. Now, I will finish my presentation. The aim of this talk was to share many interesting traits of lizards and to raise awareness about their current situation. Based on my research, I found important things. Lizards have many kinds of unique traits, and they face difficult conditions because of global warming. Finally, I'd like to leave you with one final message from this analysis. Lizards are fascinating and vital to our ecosystems, and some even help medicine. But climate change threatens their survival. As future leaders, let's use our knowledge to protect these incredible creatures and the planet we share. Thank you for listening.